Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, I think we cleared up the Mamluks just a little bit. New recording day for me. I wanted to show you something just before we get into it too, because I've spoken several times playing this game as, Croatia now. Started as Ragusa, was a good time as a one province minor. But I wanted to show the difference financially between starting somewhere over in Western or Central Europe versus the Eastern Europe or Asia or the Middle East or whatever. So, Sicily, our vassal down here, which we're going to actually annex before I forget. There we go. They have 135 development. My other vassal has 119 development, so they're pretty similar. But Sicily makes 35 income and overall 15 ducats of profit. Armenia makes 14 and is actually making a small loss. Despite the fact that Armenia's massive in comparison to Sicily, right, in terms of physical land. That's just what happens. The further this way you go, the harder and harder it gets. So that's why we've been in debt so much and why we're behind on tech. Anyway, that was your introduction to the episode, and hopefully you'll be nice and kind and give it the old like dance and things like that. Welcome back. With this episode, we need to rebalance our armies a little bit, and what I'd like to do is try and get our army professionalism up somewhat too, because we are miles behind the 8 ball, because it's hard to drill when you're constantly attacking and have no manpower. You can see this unit, for example, our first army, has tons of zero units. Essentially, their entire unit was wiped out. But the game knows we had it, so it'll try and replenish it over time. We're going to let that happen, but we are going to drill at the same time. You can't drill mercenaries. You technically don't own them, you're just renting them. But for now, despite the fact it'll cost me money, I'm going to have them hang around. They're the cheaper, kind of like local militia-style mercenaries that you have to throw your own general at. So I'm going to keep them around because, as I alluded to, I have no manpower. So we do need some of that. And we're going to unpause. I should have my navy. Yep, here it has returned. For now, this can... It needs an upgrade of one ship. Cool. Alright, do that and mothball. That's fine with me. And we need to do a bit of catch-up. So, tech-wise, we're ahead on admin tech, so we're still going to have our innovativeness go up, albeit it's a pathetic 2.4. So we're going to go and get some more military ideas. I'd love to get defensive ideas finished so we can make a decision on what we want to do with our next idea group. We could have another one on the go now, but we're so far behind in tech, it's probably not the best idea in the world. And yes, we are going to absorb Sicily. And they have a nice 19,000 troops, so that'll be pretty good, I'd say. And 5 ships that are just doing diddly squat, so, I mean, cool. What are you going to do? Endgame, I would like to try and take all of Italy, but right now, I don't want to upset the papacy too much, because they're giving me a load of papal influence, which, when I remember to spend it, is being very useful. It gives us some good perks, which we don't get otherwise, because Catholicism kinda stinks in this game. At least compared to the 2 Christian options you can choose to reform into. We could go and attack Russia whenever we're ready, but we are not ready yet. Poland wouldn't join in because they're busy taking an absolute hammering from Austria. So we do have to wait. We can't take Russia on alone, even though they only have 80,000 troops. They have 100,000 manpower. And you can see they're replenishing really quickly. We cannot. We are essentially minus 41,000 manpower right now, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. What we can do, though, is we can get all of the heavy ships that we had. And I don't want to move you guys. I did this last time. I did this too. I don't want to move this navy. Where even were you doing? Venice? Ragusa? Sure, why not? And I'm just going to get my two non-trading armies together. Or navies. I don't know if I said armies or navies. It's fine either way. Split you off. And then you don't want to be that. All you guys want to be together, but I can't merge you because we have mothballing. That's fine. I'll just merge them when we unmothball them. Not a big deal. They're in an easy enough place for me to find, which is what matters. We should get the next economic idea, because it makes our troops just generally cheaper to deal with, which, again, we're still, what, like three and a half grand in debt, so it's a lot less than it was, but it's still too much. It's too much, man. Poland doing okay. They're not getting absolutely hammered by Austria, which I kind of thought they would, because Austria has, you know, 2.5 times the troops. But they're doing okay. And we can start paying our loans back. Whew. I know. How bougie of us. Yeah, they're all in one kind of clump over here. When they should be dealing with this. Return our Pope diplomats. What are we at? Plus 93? That's not bad. I don't want to ally them because I'll just have to break it straight after. They're not going to... I do have some level of positivity, but nowhere near enough for them to give us just land for free. That's fair. Other people we could beat up. We could go down here for Kaya Kunlu, but this would be just really to feed Armenia. They have so many claims. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of claims on their land. And they're permanent claims too. Maybe I do attack them and pick this up. Who are you allied with? Transoxiana's a little bit dangerous with 67,000 troops. And these guys, really they're just annoying because it's all mountain. There's so much mountain here. But I don't see these guys being crazy difficult to take over. We should probably wait until we get next level of military tech, though, before we do that. So we'll wait just a little bit on that front. But that's definitely something we can do. The Livonian Order declared war on Russia. That's a terrible idea. I mean, the Teutonic Order has a lot of troops, but not compared to... Actually, Russia's troop number went down. Weren't they at like 96k? Interesting. We will follow that and see what happens. Who else are they allied to? Just mines. This might not be a bad time to go after Russia then, after all, huh? I still don't have any manpower, though. Oh... I don't want to get even more mercs. And I'm really trying to drill to get our army professionalism up a bit. It doesn't need to be 100. 100's nice, don't get me wrong, but 80 is the number I'm looking for. I think I said that like an episode or two ago. Because that reduced morale damage taken just means you win more fights. And obviously, winning battles is good. I don't think you need me to tell you that. I guess that being as it is then, what's the shortcut for... Why is H the shortcut for mothball, by the way? That does not make a lot of sense to me. Anyway, we're going to unmothball everything. And then we are going to split the transports off. You guys can now come over here, so I've got you guys as separate piles. There is a set of mothball transports. I don't need them to unmothball permanently. Just do that. There we go. Of all the ships to upgrade, the transports are probably the least important. As long as they ain't sinking, they're doing their job. It's not like they can carry more people. If they could go from like 1,000 to say 2,000 or 3,000, that would be very different. But they can't. Our peace treaty with the Mamluks is also over, but I just don't see them attacking us. And if they did, it would drag in, like, Portugal, and I don't see it. Oh, okay. No, I think we're fine. Poland had to give up one province to Austria. Okay. Okay, so it wasn't a complete status quo, but it was pretty close. They had to give up one province. Which, given what that could have been, it could have been a heck of a lot worse. Oh, mines won't even join in a war, and now all these guys will. That's kind of funny. Do I just attack? I can't attack them right now. Everybody's drilling, but... one random heavy ship that got missed. There you go. You should go over and play. I still have no manpower, though. I guess we can just walk everybody over there and see how we feel. I can't get... Oh. It's because of this stupid... Hang on. Hang on. Mr. Pope, can we please get through? I don't want to have to get my transports. We want to just start moseying on over towards Crimea. And then once you guys are done, I have to wait till the 7th of June. Thank you. They let us back through. Doesn't... Oh, you guys didn't... Wait, why didn't you guys all go through? Oh, stupid, 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 stupid. Okay, we'll wake up our transports. I don't know what they were doing, but it wasn't what I wanted them to do, put it that way. It's fine. England wants open borders for now. That's fine with me. Okay, that's good. And now these guys can just be manually sailed over here, I guess, at this point. You've already spent the effort, so let's get them going. We can spend our splendor, and again, there's no point us doing anything with absolutism because we can get a maximum of 1. It's partly why our discipline is so bad, though. Maybe we'll take a look at that in just a second, but let's pick it. Let's see what we have to do to make this work. We have to upset the clergy and the burghers, because a lot of the things we have asked them to do decreases our maximum absolutism. That can go for sure. They'll hate it, but they can deal with it, nerds. That's fine. They're going to hate us temporarily, but it's fine. Just means our horses don't perform well in combat, but I mean, we barely use them. So that's fine. I still probably want burghers bookkeeping, though, because it's making our interest on our loans cheaper. But we can probably clear this off without any consequences. So that should mean we're still not going to have crazy high absolutism cap because we're a parliamentary government style. But we can now get up to 24, which is nothing. Just gonna take the Diplo point. Sorry, I mean, you like me anyway, it's fine. Oh, the Spanish king bit the dust. There you go, buddy. We're friends. We are big friends. Yeah, Poland has, like, no manpower, so I probably won't invite them in, even though we can. Oh my word, are you guys not moving? Come on, dudes. What is it with you guys? It's not... I don't know if it's just me pet cacking or what, but they are not paying attention. It's okay. Like, Russia should, even though they have now more troops, theoretically they should be coming over here to defend against that. So even though we still don't have any manpower, we're probably okay to go. Especially if we get a debate that gives us manpower. But I don't think it'll give us the same one back to back. No, it didn't. Manpower recovery speed's there, but it gives me 1 free stability I don't need to do anything with. So that feels pretty wasteful. Maybe we'll just go with cheaper tech, because we do need to get level 21 military tech whenever we can. Lose 1 Diplo point is fine. Tiny amount of inflation is fine. I guess tiny amount of corruption is fine. Crazy, we actually had 0. Actual 0 corruption for a second there. Cool. That gives us cheaper tech costs, so we should be able, hopefully, to get there reasonably soon. Russia doesn't have level 21 military tech, so it's not that big a deal in this case. we should take our fully ready to roll navy and put that there. And then we'll probably just put our transports here on the side of Kherson, just so that we can blockade them. Cool. Alright, let's declare war. We want to do cleansing of heresy, even though there's a load of claims we can give to Armenia, which we probably will. Let's call in Castile and Portugal. I'm not going to call in Poland. Although Poland may attack Russia anyway if I don't. Okay, let's call them in then. See, I don't really want to because I'm worried that they're going to claim all the land I want. But if I don't invite them in, they'll probably just dogpile Russia anyway. And this is the safest bet I have to get stuff I want. So I'm going to do something like that with the big stack. Send over our pretty big stacks. This one is terrible at sieging but has all the manpower. So I'm going to have him scout out and see what's going on. Turn the speed down to 3. Because I don't know where the Russian troops are. Like I said, I assume they're coming this way, but I don't know that. So I do want to tread a little bit cautiously. You can come straight over here and start sieging. I don't see them yet. That does not mean they are not nearby somewhere. So again, that's why we're taking that stack out to scout the location. But why we're also having to be Weenie Hut Jr. and take a big stack just so I don't get surprised. Cool, their one trade ship bit the dust. They don't even have any other naval pieces, so this, honestly, this navy can go do whatever it wants, really. That's fine. Ooh, we got diplomatically insulted by the Papal States. Well, that's rude, but because our Empress is a silver tongue, we can let our Empress personally handle this. Which we shall, because everybody loves that. Yeah, you can see all the claims up here. From, like, Poland, they're just putting their own stuff down. I don't blame them. Oh, Armenia's over here. I don't even have to take this stack over. Sweet. And I have not found them. And this fort was already taken, so that was a good use of time. Why do they have to have a fort all the way over here? I am not occupying that. How many troops do they have? 116k? Yeah, no, we're not doing it. Do we want to embrace manufactories yet? We're only getting a 10% penalty, which is essentially a 15. We wouldn't be able to afford to get level 21 military tech yet anyway, so I'm going to wait until it gets a little bit cheaper. Yeah, Russia has no forts in the middle of the country, but they have one over here, only because they occupied it. They took it off somebody else. But that's still incredibly annoying. Well, let's wander over there and take a look, I guess. I don't want to do that, obviously, but we're going to have to. What we do want to do, though, is start carpet sieging while we can. So our autonomous sieging wants to do, like, this area, like this. I don't want to go too far away. And I'm still not going to overly split, because it's still too dangerous. But I can have a couple of them start automatically doing it. Yeah, 9k stacks might stand a chance of just not instantly being bopped, so that's kind of my thought process. My navy, though, I mean, there's literally nowhere for you to go, because they've occupied everything on the coastline that I can realistically reach. So I guess go back to port and have a nap. We didn't get this tick, so I'm just going to move you guys back just to avoid attrition. Why did you all choose the same location, dum-dums? The whole point is you're meant to spread out. Good old autonomous sieging working well. There we go. Stupid. Stupid. You guys can come down here as well. And I guess we can go slightly more out of the way, but not too crazy. Guess I didn't need all these troops after all, huh? I'm even tempted to move you guys into a place and just drill. Just to try and get our maintenance up a little bit. What do you mean you're too scared to engage? There's nobody there. Dummies. That was stupid. Yeah, you guys can army drill. There's literally nobody over here, so that's fine. Oh, England paid Alpha debt. That's nice of them. Wish they could have paid off my debt, but no. Oh. Things have changed. The Livonian Order just peaced out. So, game plan change. Stop drilling. Go occupy. They'll probably... You know what? I don't even need to. I take it back. The reason why I say that is there are so many foreign troops over here that it doesn't even seem like it's worthwhile. Let's just spread out our carpet siege like that. There you go. Jobs are good in. This siege is now done. We do have that on auto, but you're going to go up here. Yeah, because you're not autonomously sieging. You're a big stack. No need. Meanwhile, I've still not even found any Russian troops. I'm looking for them, but I can't find them. We're playing the longest version of Where's Wally, or Waldo, I guess they call on this side of the Atlantic, which is weird. Very weird. I've never heard a person called Waldo on this side of the Atlantic, so I don't know why they changed that name. If you know a person named Waldo, let me know. I'm not, like, throwing shade at their name. I've just literally never heard of anybody called that. Delicious carpet sieging. Is this blue on... Like, blue and green don't really go together, but this guess is more like purpley blue? It's kind of neat together, although it's making my eyes dilate. What is that? Where are the Russian troops, man? They're not even at war with anybody else. I have no idea where they are. I just want to know. I have absolutely no idea where they are. No Scoobies. Well, our vassal decided to beat up the Russian Cossacks for some reason. And to each their own, I guess. Literally pointless, but sure. Just burn that manpower, baby. Oh, there's 2,000 troops. We found some dregs of Russian units. But we still really haven't found any of any substance. They're still beating up these poor Cossacks. What did they do to you, Sicily? Just absolutely unnecessary. But okay, you do you. We may have to take out these noble rebels. That's a pretty big stag. And that's going to scare my guys around. That's a lot of Cossacks over here. Which I am firmly going to ignore. I think we can turn the speed up to 4 even at this point. Not losing military points. Oh yeah, they're going to get roasted. Where are these coming up? That's pretty annoying, but it's fine. I guess we'll go over here and bop them. It's going to take me a minute, but I need time to get the morale back up anyway, right? I could have used my transports, but I'm going to need the ticks, so they'll get 1 occupation, I guess. Good for them. Oh, I think our leader got 1 extra military point there. Yeah, 344. She's only 34 too. That's just fantastic. Is now the time to embrace the institution. Now, it's still a little bit expensive. But I do think it's time to fully embrace economic ideas. So we get Smithian economics. more development from our manufactories, we get more production efficiency, and because we completed the idea, we get more production efficiency generally, and we can get a policy. Is it a freebie? It is. So, we can have agricultural cultivation. More forces allowed, and they're cheaper to maintain. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Love that. They don't love it so much, though. Those rebels just got absolutely punked. But I don't even see the need to have a main stack over here. Let's just go sit. I've still barely found any Russian troops, so I have no idea what's happening. I mean, I'm getting attritioned a little bit over here. It's not too bad because it's mercenaries, but still, it's like, where is anybody? Yes, do repay loans. I know, we're repaying our loans, guys. Who is this man? We have to take more places to occupy, too. Because we still haven't found anybody. Do something like that, something like that. Where are the Russian troops? I've just walked straight over here and I still haven't found them. And there's meant to be 68,000 of them somewhere. Oh, now Korea's declared war on Russia. Sweet. Just going great for them. Just going great guns. And once this is occupied... Thank you. We now have Kostendil under control. You might as well stay over here and just get drilling again. There you go, buddy. We even are starting to tick into positive manpower. Not by a lot, by any stretch, but... Gotta start somewhere. There's the Russian Navy. Really useful over here, guys. I guess they're probably... Oh yeah, the Korean Navy's like 3 times bigger than this. That makes sense. They want nothing to do with it. Oh, our vassal stack is getting wrecked. I don't have enough troops nearby to fix it. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. They ended up getting away with it anyway. No repercussions. And we've gone from a Dutch Pope to a Portuguese Pope, but they've both chosen the same rubbish choice. I don't need tolerance of heathens. Anything but that. No, it's not that bad, but it's still not the one we should pick. Oh well. Up to 117 papal points again. We can probably do... Yeah, do manpower recovery because we're at war. Might as well get this stack back up quicker. That works for me. That was an incredibly quick siege. I guess then again it was only a level 2 fort. They're out of port, so we can't really block them. Is this another fort? Oh, it is. Okay, we'll take that too then if Korea hasn't already. They probably have. They're all around it. But we'll see. Honestly, I think we can piece Russia out at any time here. Yeah, see, they're already there. Cool. Well, Russia has no troops anymore. So wherever they were, they no longer exist. So we can piece these guys out for sure. Can I... I don't think they're cores. I think they're just claims that my vassal has. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's work out where they are first. So, Armenia. Anything here on the south side of the Caucasus can theoretically go to them. Just thinking that there's nothing controversial about Armenia claiming Azerbaijan, the capital Baku, is there? Just out of curiosity, how much war score is that? Barely any, it's 34, so I can just give them all of that back. And then we can do... There's no point really breaking the nation off, because they'll just get absorbed by the neighbours. I probably still want to do war reps. They're not worth crazy money for income, but it's not terrible. Where else would we want to take? Because here's the thing. Like, none of this is going to be a culture that we're probably ever going to deal with, and it's all going to be, well, almost all going to be Orthodox. It'll be a pain in the bum to switch religion. Convert, that's the word I'm looking for. Words are hard, guys. But if I can at least get a certain state, it won't be too bad. Lithuania wants this state, so I'm not going to take that to sour relations. But this would be safe. So we could do this, 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 and this if we wanted to. That reduces the amount of coastline that Russia has. And then... I'm okay with stretching the peace treaty out here, so I want to try and get it to 100. Because they will join a coalition for sure. Actually, even that's hilarious. So Russia's so big, I guess it doesn't claim enough aggressive expansion against itself. Okay, this is all they'll do. They'll do an 88 war score. They won't do any more, but I don't really want to waste manpower. So, this would give us just over 1,100 gold. We would get a state. We would give all of Armenia's claims back to it that Russia currently has. And we barely get any overextension. Okay, cool. That works for me. Let's send demands. Nice. Incredibly painless. We nearly could even afford to call them all straight away. It's almost like I planned it. Okay. Where are all of my units? They are everywhere. Okay, cool. So, 45k stack, which is the big one full of mercenaries. Let's get you back. Let's make sure it's somewhere where you're not going to get attritioned. All these provinces suck, man. They're all real bad. Okay, that'll do. Let's get them to Rostov-on-Don. Sounds like a type of, like, style of Russian pasta, doesn't it? And then we can do U4 are all one stack, technically, so let's get you guys all together again. Yes, we don't need to autonomously siege. There's nothing to siege. Get you guys back, and then you're already drilling. Cool. Well, that was painless. As Sicily gets rebels immediately. Uzbek's going to attack Russia. Cool. Don't care. Who do we have as our military advisor right now? He's a level 1 dude. Let's take the level 3 dude at half price. With the nice silver border too. Look at you go. Fancy commandant. You'll love that. How... Is that only level 1 fort here? Come on, Sicily. You can do better than that. What are we doing? Do we not even have any loans anymore? I was going to say, I can use the money to pay off the loan, but we literally don't have any. So instead, let's embrace manufactories, get some more goods produced. Now we can get level 1 military tech and level 20 diplo tech. So we're not just comically far behind anymore. We're still behind, but not as far behind. 2,000 rebels, completely inconsequential. I'll let Armenia deal with those. You can just start drilling for now, buddy. And we're going to wait for our 45k stack to slowly make it back. Yeah, Uzbek's going for the reconquest. Maybe Russia will just fall apart at this point. Probably, because it doesn't have any allies. Oh dear, I'm devastated by that news. Oh, there's rebels attacking rebels. Oh dear. I guess we should help them with that stack of peasants, because they have enough troops there to genuinely siege their province. We'll deal with that in a second. Now that we have money, though, is there a great project we want to improve? We haven't got the Parthenon yet. I mean, that just gives us cheaper advisors overall, so that's an absolute no-brainer. We already have a conversion going on there, also going to have to wait. Oh, they moved away from the fort. Okay, sure. I mean, you can deal with it then. Can you come over here? Like, that'd be great. You are taking the world's longest trip back home. Good luck to you. We'll see those guys again at some point. Start doing your drill dance. Just for now, we want to get... If we're going to attack Austria, which we might do next episode, even though we can't get Poland involved. This is a lot of allies. It just dawned on me. I guess it's because we didn't attack Austria directly last time, huh? That's a lot of small little guys. Well, nobody in here is scary. And I honestly think we could just kind of hold on in this war. And then we could invite Portugal and Spain in and they just come and batter everything. Oh, we had an advisor get toasted. I'm just going to take the +1 guy and upgrade him. Thank you kindly. And maybe we want to get a new idea group now, because we only have one on the go, not two. What would we want? We've completely ignored diplomatic ideas, which is sad, but it's just been the way this game's gone. There is an interesting thought to going espionage ideas, but the problem is we're going to get to the point where aggressive expansion probably isn't going to matter a huge amount. But is that the time? Is this now? Having the 20% reduction would be pretty useful. Or do we just try and improve our army because it kind of sucks? Like, I'm thinking we might have to make our army better, and then if we still want to reduce our aggressive expansion, we can later. Because we don't need any of this. Like, this is not crazy on the admin side. We do like trade ideas, especially when we're poor, but honestly, our navy is pretty competitive, so I'm not worried about that. I think we go and take a military idea, but which one? We don't need to make claims kind of quicker or better. Quality just makes our troops inherently better, and it gives us discipline at the end, which is the same amount of discipline as offensive. I think, honestly, between quality and offensive, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other right now. We can either just make our troops generally stronger, or we're suddenly better at, like, sieging. I think we'll go offensive because instinctively I want to do quality, so I don't pick it offensive as often, so we'll do that just because it's different for me. Anyway, we're going to put a cut in now, because it's been a pretty decently length episode. Next episode we'll probably set up to attack Austria, but no guarantees. Hopefully you have been enjoying the series. If you have, or even if you haven't, and you just want to say, hey, boo, you're rubbish, let me know. We're all friends here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.